Hey everyone, good morning. So for the people who are visiting for the first time, welcome to Sanskriti. And the people who have already attended our previous workshops, welcome back. I hope you all are having a wonderful morning. Uh, and yeah, we have audiences from Nigeria as well. We have international audience as well. So welcome to those guys as well. Guys, if we can quickly have like a round of introduction so that Jitu, our mentor for today, and we also get to know everyone. And then we'll quickly introduce ourselves as well. So I'll start off from my end. I'm from Ahmedabad. So nice to meet you. So and also kind of tell us how's the weather like? There is kind of the winter's kind of delayed everywhere. So I just like to know how the weather is as well. Cool. Hello. Perfect. We're still waiting for a couple of people to join as well. So we'll start off in like 5 minutes or so. Great. All right. Radhita, Harashay, Mitash is present. Hey Samya, nice to meet you. All right, Jitu, so how is everything with you? How are you doing overall?
I'm going good. Good. So far, I'm seeing like the people are from most of people are from Ahmedabad. Now I can see from
Yeah.
uh, Samia from Bangladesh. Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, Sanskrit is also expanding now. So we'll have more people joining in. And
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a fun in this workshop because it is something close to everyone, which everyone uses in their real life. And of course, you're going to guide us on how we can apply that towards the industry level, right? So
Yeah. So from last few years, how this industry is
yeah.
going right now, and how
Mhm.
the designers want to stand out. So this is one of the part we are going to cover. It's very important. It was not. It was of course relevant from the start, but right now it's
Mhm.
more relevant. The competition has been increased, and the benchmark is very high. So this is
Right.
going to help each and everyone today to upscale and be add one more skill as well as stand out in the rest of the designers. So yeah, lots of fun and lots of learning today, and
Got it.
I hope everyone will join ASAP because we have lot of hands-on workshop and designs to
Mhm.
demonstrate. So that takes time.
Yeah. Definitely. So, as everyone, as Jitu mentioned, that we'll have more of hands-on activities. So, if you have like a digital, you know, technology available near you, which can be a phone, but preferably because we are going to use Lottie and Figma, it is preferable that we have iPads with us or laptops if you're using that, or desktops also work. So, just be ready with those, or else I think a pen and a paper will be the best thing ever. So, yeah,
Yeah,
just heads
I
up.
mean best if you have laptop or desktop whatever, it's a
Mm.
great one. You can just do hands-on with along with me because
Yeah.
we are going to share file with you as well. And if not, then in worst case scenario, then you can just note down things, okay,
Mm.
how what to do, what is the steps and all that, and then you can try it on your home at the place where you work.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, I think we have now around 40 people. So that's a good number. And I'm sure that people will be joining because it's kind of early and we have a weekend as well. So,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
kind of take time to just rise up and then join our workshop. No worries. So yeah, again, for the people who have joined us for the first time, welcome to Sanskriti and welcome to this workshop. We have Jitu today with us and we are all going to have fun about learning with Figma and Lottie. And for the people who are back, welcome back again. And for the new people, I'll just start off by introducing what we do here overall within Sanskriti. So I'll start off from like, I don't want to bore you guys. I'll just start off from the top, wherein I give you a brief of why we started Sanskriti. So we are trying to understand like the gap between what is being taught in the education system and what is currently happening in the industry. We thought of bridging that gap, just like every other community is doing. But then we take initiatives overall. So now we want to understand what is stopping India from becoming a global hub wherein it can produce some of the best designers and artists out there. And with this specific goal in mind and our rich history of being culturally elevated, we started Sanskriti. Now it's more than just a combination of the initiatives which we undertake. We actually give out the chance or the platform for all the designers in order to establish themselves in the country and in the world. And for this, guys, imagine a competition which which gives you an opportunity to compete within the city, within the tribes which we have, and also give you a chance to compete with the country. And your team wins a grand prize of 5 lakhs along with that. So now this is going to be the designathon. I just showcase the screen to you so that you understand what I'm talking about. Now this designathon is going to happen in the next year, in the coming year. And then this will be a competition wherein you'll be able to collaborate with mentors like Jitu and all the other mentors which we have. And this will be a platform for you to showcase your designs globally. And this is what the overall designathon is going to be. Now, I'm sure you guys must be having a lot of questions around it. I don't want to go in depth of what we are going to do within that because you will get more understanding of what we are doing here when you visit our site. So we'll quickly drop the link in the chat for the designathon. And once you visit that, you'll be able to see what we are talking about overall. And along with that, you'll also see a section for the passport. Now, this is the designer's passport, by the way, and this is our concept. Now, you might be wondering of why another passport, right? Why is it separate from a general passport? Now, it is separate. Now, this will be your unique identity as a designer. And it works like a normal passport, but this is for you. And this will grant you access to all the design related events which are going to happen globally. And also trying to connect everyone together with mentors like Jitu and everyone within the design community. And we're also coming with an application, so stay tuned for that. And that will establish everything as a global platform. So again, we'll drop the link in the chat for the passport as well, so you guys be able to see what we're talking about. So this has a bunch of unique concepts here in terms of having the tribes. So you guys will be associated with tribes, and then you'll have the mentor postages as well. So this will kind of be like a memorabilia for you guys, just to showcase that okay, I've been to this particular event. And then we also have the concept of infinity coins, which you'll gain every time you participate in any of the events within Sanskriti as of now. But then, of course, we are opening the branch to all the other events which are going to happen within Sanskriti. So yeah, this was like a quick brief of what we are doing in general within Sanskriti. And it'd be lovely if you guys could just check us out. And yeah, I think we can move forward with introducing Jitu. So Jitu, welcome back. Welcome again to Sanskriti. And yeah, we are very excited to have you for this workshop. And we're definitely going to learn a lot of things. And I think we can just start off with the workshop itself so that you also get a chance to introduce yourselves to everyone. And then everyone will definitely, guys, another heads up, I'll encourage you to just, keep this interactive. Kindly open your cameras if you're able to. And then Jitu will also be able to, get a hands on of how people are feeling, of how people are reacting. And then, yeah, so, so yeah, Jitu, I think we can start.
Thanks, Nabru, Danish,
Yeah,
and so thank you guys. Okay, so I'm taking over.
yeah, definitely.
First of all, welcome to everyone, and buckle up your seats. We are going to fly towards the motion design and learn amazing things today and create amazing things today. This is not just a one-way presentation or workshop. You can also do the hands-on and create the things. Okay, so without wasting time, because you have to do lots of hands-on things, so let me just share my presentation and start.
Yeah.
I hope my screen is visible, entire screen.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. So, um, welcome to everyone. Welcome to the advanced design animation workshop with the help of Figma and Lottie Files. And by the way, all the animations what you are seeing right now has been created by me with the same tool. So the right one is created by the same one. So now let's talk about the agenda. First, I'll talk about myself a little bit. Who am I? It's very important to know for you guys before learning from me. Then we will talk about what and why motion is important, of course. Then we'll talk about how to create the motion, what are the ways and how to create it, and then we'll jump into the live workshop. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, starting yeah, with the intro. Hello, everyone. I'm Jitu, and I'm solving and shipping the useful designs and products. It's been almost 10 years I'm working in the design industry and work with multiple organizations. In next slide, I'll share with you my entire journey, my career, how I jump into the design, and then how I switch, and what are the major turning points. Because these turning points are related with motion at the end, and that's why I choose to go forward with motion, but the easiest way to create motion, not a complicated way. Okay, so guys, so in 2015, although I was doing the freelancing work before 2015 as well, but in 2015 I started my own startup, which is Pristiller, and we were building design, branding, and websites for the clients, from Indian clients and the foreign clients as well. We run this for almost 2 years. It's been a college. I just completed college in 15, and we run this for 2 years. And eventually, we shut down this because we were not aware how to run the company properly. We just jump into the ocean without knowing the swimming sort of scenario happened with us. And okay, then we took a wise decision to join a company, and then I joined my first company in 2016 and 17, which is Scanta is a AR based company. I design AR apps. In 17 I design AR apps and AR games for them. I worked there for almost 8 to 9 months, and then I switched to the new company, which is Goodloot. It's a e-commerce app, and I was the first product designer. They just got the funding, and I took decision because I wanted to build, because I was just learning the UI UX, guys. At that time there is no proven college or course was available to learn UI UX. I tried to figure it out something, but there is no thorough about it. So then I choose to join the Kootloot, and in Kootloot I build a product from 0 to 1 completely, and it was successful product, still running and running good. So 18, and then I switch after that. But with this journey from 17, I would say, to 18 and 19, I was keep exploring and evolving myself, what I can do extraordinary compared to other designers right now. Because at that time, UI and or product design, not a product design, people call it UI UX design, was booming. And I thought, okay, okay, people are creating good designs in UI. There are lesser people, but compared to today now. But I thought, okay, let's figure it out something exceptional, what I can do and stand out. So on the basis of that, one of my posts got viral in 19, and I received. I mean, it's about a huge breakthrough for me. And then I received a lot of job offers and all that, and then I joined Flipkart. So which post was that? So this is one of my LinkedIn interaction post. Okay, you can just go and check it out on my LinkedIn, and you will get it is highlighted already. So this post is an interaction post where I'm just paying the card payment, and I'm replicating the real world app experience. This was created with the help of Adobe XD at that time in 19, and it was surprisingly it hits 42,000 likes on LinkedIn, 2,000 around comments, and 160 1600 around repost. And that was a huge breakthrough and a huge high point for my career, and it completely changed my journey, design journey. So I received almost 1000 plus freelancing projects and 100 plus job opportunities, guys. I have given interviews from all the unicorn startups at that time, even for few abroad companies, HSBC and all that as well. But out of that, I decided to go with the Flipkart because just of the opportunity and the scale of work, and again the brand is associated. So this is something, and why I'm sharing with you this, because See, the one extraordinary skill, because motion design was very new at that time. Okay, no one was using the motion in Flipkart even. They were using GIF banners or videos when I jump into the Flipkart. So when I created one of the project, everyone was fascinated. Okay, this kind of motion we can do this, and everyone is surprised. So that the motion was very new at that time, and I found somehow, okay, that I can do, and I can highlight myself and elevate my career to next level, and it works. And my entire design career was changed after that. Okay, after that, then 19 to 20, I worked for Flipkart 1.5 years. I worked for Flipkart as a lead designer for homepage. Then I joined GK Germany. GK is a Germany based company, and entire corona I worked for them remotely. Then because I was the interaction designer over there and handling their design systems on. Then one of my colleague from Flipkart called me. Hey, we are building the startup. Can you please help in design? So then I decided to join the Check in 2022. I joined the Check, and Check is the competitor of Credit, sort of. It's a credit card repayment platform, and I was a founding designer, and eventually becomes the director of design over there. And over the 2 years of timeline, we build, I mean, I would say huge app, huge scale app within a very short period of time with the best quality we try to serve. So yeah, Check is running great, well funded, and right now I'm not a part of Check. So in 2022, I started. I worked there almost 2 years, um, and then in 2024, right now, a few months back, I took decision to step up and do it something on my own, and I started WinDesign. So WinDesign is my own design labs. I call it labs, not studio, because in labs we innovate. So we primarily work on no code, framer, template designs, and all that. And yeah, and Figma designs, all over the designs except branding right now. But we work on thoroughly product based designs. Okay, so that is raw now. Right now, I'm doing holding this. Holding the bar for my company to make best quality templates and best quality designs for the future. This is one aspect, but I have one more aspect, which is social media, and I would say a designed influencing. So guys, I have my Instagram, LinkedIn, of course. I was active I mean, previously I was more active on LinkedIn, but right now I shifted focus towards a little bit towards the Instagram. And right now also, although I'm active on everywhere, you will see my design resources and things on LinkedIn, Instagram, Figma community, and LottieFiles everywhere. But on Instagram, last 3 to 4 months, from what you were saying is 16.6K, right? So it was zero 4 5 months before, and I decided to share my content because right now, so far, I'm seeing this is the best way to share the resources with community. And I took that decision, and I thought, okay, this cannot I cannot do with my job, so I decided to open the company as well as uh, jump into the influencing, design influencing as well. So this is my Instagram, guys. You can just follow it because I share valuable content. If you can see, there's lots of tutorials and hands-on tutorials and the reels where I create tell you how to create these effects and animations and all that. You'll get lots of content, updated content, and soon we are doing a lot of things for portfolio creations as well, the framer template. So okay, you can just scan the QR code and you can just follow me. Okay, I'm just holding for 1 minute for this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the best way right now to be connected with the audience. Otherwise, keep creating
Yeah.
and sharing on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is something, if you create something great, then people are connected. You cannot reach
Hmm.
out every time to people. That's why I
True.
seems Instagram is better. But the point was to sharing valuable content. That was the core what I am following since now. If you see my feeds, everything you will see is valuable. At
Yep.
least
Yep.
people are giving the feedback. Okay,
Hmm.
so now that is what about me. I'm wearing multiple hats, and of course, one thing I'm not mentioned here, but the thing is, I'm a LottieFiles evangelist as well. So since
Hmm.
I think yeah, it's since 1 year I'm associated with LottieFiles, and LottieFiles. I will introduce to you LottieFiles because we are talking about that only in the coming next slides, and we are going to use LottieFiles only. So yeah, so last 1 years I'm the part of this, and lots of workshops and um, I would say events we did for LottieFiles, and yeah, this is the best way to do animations so far. Okay, guys, so let's jump into the workshop core
Yep.
topics. Okay, so we are starting. Uh, I'm done with my intro. What and why of motion, guys? So today we are going to learn motion, but before that, we need to understand why we need to learn the motion and what is motion. Okay, so I'm sharing the one slide here. So I just want to ask you what is happening here. Can you please comment in the chat box and tell me what is happening in the first where girl is saying hi or dog might be. What is the
The
one
dog seems.
common? What is the one
Hmm.
common thing? Can you figure it out? The one common thing between two.
Okay, it might not be as basic as both of them looking in the camera, right? That is something which I'm able to see.
No, no,
Okay.
no.
Guys, if you, yeah, we're getting the comments. The
Yeah,
expression, the smile, well, the repetition is also there. Then they are
yes.
in a loop.
Smile, pretty close. Yeah,
Yeah, so most of the comments are that they're in a loop and it is attention grabbing and they're
yeah.
showing expressions.
People are going to technical attention grabbing. UX answers there. Okay. So one common thing is they both are using gestures. Okay. She's saying
Hmm.
hi, express something, right? Both are not talking. Okay. They are not talking, they are not speaking. They are
Hmm.
just showing something with the help of some body movement. Okay. They are expressing something. Okay.
Hmm.
So let's jump into the next slide. What it means.
Yeah.
This is the motion, guys. And motion is a universal language without any barriers of countries or languages. Okay.
Hmm.
If you see the machine, the human, kids, okay, I mean, animals, everyone uses that.
Yeah.
Okay. And motion is everywhere. Imagine the girl is just saying she want to say hi or bye, whatever she's saying. She is just steady
Hmm.
like this. This is static one. Okay. And if
Right.
if you add motion to her hand, then it's become a completely valuable, meaningful. Okay, okay, bye 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 bye. And that is how we learn this motion. And it's not new for us. Since the time of birth we are used to with this, and we are using the motion. Okay, but now it's time to use the motion in our digital product. It's enough we using we creating the static products right now. Okay, so this is how the motion is, and this is not new.
Hmm.
Now let's talk about the importance of motion in UX. Okay, this is now we cover the basic part. Now let's talk how the in a digital world it's important. So if you see the basic concept, motion helps to enhance user engagement. The way we see, if the that girl was static, just showing a hand, or if I'll show just a picture of that, it was not attention grab. You will notice for a few milliseconds and you'll just get rid of it. If she's doing something like this, adding the motion to or running the GIF, then you will definitely notice for more than 1 second. Okay, that is how it's a enhance user engagement, engage user for more time. Okay, improve usability, of course, with the help of motion. within a same space, within a same viewport, you can express more things rather than asking user to scroll and all. Okay, we have the examples in next slide. I'll show you. Enhance brand identity, of course, to keep brand relatable and consistent. So you can just use one mascot or some sort of animation styles to keep the recalling for user. Okay, okay, this is my brand and this is how we are replicating everywhere. Of course, with this all, by adding some emotional designs and delight, you can increase the user satisfaction as well. Now let's jump into the next part where we'll see some examples, guys. Okay, so left side, if you see, this is a Duolingo example, and look how smartly and how cleanly and beautifully Duolingo has used a motion design and their mascot, the movement of that mascot, and this is brand. The mascot is consistent throughout their entire brand identity, by the way, from app to the posters and all the digital creatives. So this is how you can create your unique identity with the help of motion and keep it recallable for user mindset. Okay, this is the best way to make your brand highlight. Second is feedback. Okay, so system feedback is this is one of the concepts which is already available in heuristic evaluation, where you will say keep the user informed, okay, what is happening behind the screen. Okay, you cannot say, okay, I'm clicking the button, this button is taking the time to take the API calls and getting the success or failure call back. Then you will just show, okay, if click nothing happens. You need to keep informed user, okay, okay, hey, we are processing and it's done, we are processing, it's failed. This is how you will keep the user informed and relatable to the product, and that's where micro interactions and again motion design works. Okay, this is the one of the ideal example in the UI screen. Now the next one is guiding user. Okay, the last one might be, you'll see the improve usability. Okay, this is a ideal example for this one, where you will see there is a one new page and you will see some coach mark or some tool tips in lot of apps. But this is an interactive tool tip where this hand are expressing, this animation is expressing how exactly you can zoom in or zoom out. Okay, so this is how you can express the more rather than just adding the static text. You can make people more aware and more handy with this particular execution of the task. Okay, so this is how you can guide the user, and there are other ways also to do it. The right one is engaging user. Of course, the UI also right now you'll see in a lot of apps. This is one of my prototype, but you can just create an entire UI in a fun way, an engaging way, and add the micro interaction. So this will enhance user engagement and add light to your entire design journey on the experience. Okay, these are the some great examples. I would say some not a great, but the ideal examples. What I meant in last slide. Okay, you can just comment if you have any best app. If you think, okay, this is the best app I like in terms of micro interactions, all this or animation. Okay, you can just comment it down. Okay, guys. So far,
Yeah.
lots of people are fan of Cred as well. Cred also do a lot of animations, but they have too much animations. If you check our app, we took different approach. Okay, we will add animations where it's required only. But yeah, again, they did a great job.
Mhm.
You just comment your favorite app before jumping into this one. So again, the all animations has been created with Figma to Lottie files, and this is also. So now, guys, let's talk about how to create motion design or interactions and
Mhm.
whatever. So there are a lot of ways, but we will specifically cover the Figma to Lottie files one. The reason behind this,
Mhm.
I'll get into the next slide.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So there are a lot of. By the way, I wanted to know from your side, guys. Do you are you aware about any other apps to create the motion? And the easiest way, so right now we have After Effects that everyone knows. Figma,
Hmm.
you are might be are not aware how to create this production ready animations. You can just comment again and tell your favorite or your first animation or motion design tool if you have it so far. Okay, so let's start from the first one. Why not After Effects? So see, Adobe After Effects is the, for me, it's a god level tool. It's a gigantic
Hmm.
tool and it's very complex because I mean it's a larger than Figma itself. To learn such tools and keep your command on this type of tools took a time, and you need to keep continuously practice on this to evolve more and more and get perfection. Okay, and I am the guy, I don't want to use 10 tools because it's not, design is not not only using the tools. Okay, design is about solving the product problems, UI UX design. Okay, so how you can focus on multiple things. Okay, I'm using this also, this tool, After Effects, Figma, I'm using Sketch as well, I'm using this tool, I'm using that doesn't make sense completely. So I was always trying to find out how we can make best out of Figma or the my primary tool. Okay, and After Effects, although I said okay, it's completely different tools, you will see the big courses for After Effects. That's why I don't want to invest too much time to create some small animations. So yeah, and learn as well for the tools specifically. So that's why no After Effects. There are multiple tools, other multiple tools as well. There are lesser tools, those who can directly convert uh, some static some any kind of animation to JSON. JSON is a coded format, 0 and 0 sort of format. Okay, of animation. So there are other tools like Jitter, and you'll see few more tools, those who can create animations. And Lottie has their own studio as well. LottieFiles, that LottieFiles design studio. This is a tool. They are right now it's in beta, but yeah, you can create animations with that as well. But again, these are dedicated tools. Okay, and you have to go and hands on and learn tips and tricks of it to create next level animations. So that's why again, this is something, if you want to do it, then you have to go and separate course it and then keep doing the practice for the same. But almost 2 years back, Lottie did something amazing, which I was wondering. Although I had talked with their CTO as well once, I sent him a mail, ki, hey, we need such plugin, and he said, and very kind guys, they reply, because I was not a part of Lottie files at that time. But he said, hey, we are already working on this. And okay, that's great. And and then 2 years back almost, and they released this plugin. And I was just sleeping, and when woke up in morning, I go, oh great, this is something big breakthrough in the motion design industry. So we can just do amazing animations with the Figma right now. As I was always wondering how, if I can convert my Figma prototype or Figma animations directly into the production ready. Okay, might be you will have some questions. Okay, we can create animation in Figma also. Then why we need Lottie files? You cannot implement Figma animations to the live app, right? That is the thing. But with the Lottie files, you can just export and convert, and you can just implement the same animation. That is the difference. It's a Lottie files are production ready animations, not a GIF. So that's why we are going to choose Figma to
Right.
Lottie file in today, and here it is. So guys, this is the plugin right side. What you are seeing, this is the Figma to Lottie files plugin. This is the basic interface. So this is not a this is not a tool. This is just the exporter. Whatever you are going to design is in Figma itself only. Okay, so you
Hmm.
don't need to learn extra tool or extra tips or extra, I would say, elements, anything, because I mean almost all of you are handy with the Figma, right?
Yeah.
So you just need to use that technique, prototyping techniques, and just export. Use Figma Lottie files to export this. So we'll jump into the details, but before that, I just wanted to share this intro video with you. Okay, guys. So hold a second. Yeah, it took place again. I hope you enjoyed the intro video. So this is how we they introduce the plugin right now, and this is the small overview how exactly the plugin is. Now let's talk about why Lottie files in major way. Okay, so we are going to see some differences, key differences, because there are GIF and other formats as well. Okay, and what why Lottie files. So see, the first one is Lottie file is very easy to create because the hell, I mean, the best way to create is to Figma and just export it. Before that, you have to create in After Effects and then export, because Lottie has their native and first plugin for After Effects where you can create the animations and just export it. Okay, but right now, after coming after releasing this recent the Lottie Figma to Lottie Files plugin, it's easy to create. It has a wider ecosystem. You can just implement just if, whatever animation you will create. You can just simply download the file and implement in Framer, JSON, Android, iOS, web app. Everywhere it has a support. It's a huge support throughout the all design or implementation and frameworks. So if you see some, and it has their own library as well. Icon Scout and Lottie Files has their, I mean, more than lakhs of animations pre-built, and thousands of animations are free to use as well. Okay, so before that, so these are the three major things, but why we should use in our app? Okay, so the major reason is compared to GIF, Lottie Files or JSON, I would say, is much smaller, faster, and the quality is superior compared to GIF. I mean, always you all are might be aware about the how GIF is bad in rendering, how much load it takes, as well as GIF is just a sequence of images. Okay, but Lottie is not a sequence of images. This is a SVG coded animations. Okay,
Hmm.
and if you are aware about what is SVG and what is PNG or JPEG, the difference is huge, right? Because PNG and JPG is raster based, because if you
Hmm.
increase zoom in, then it will get pixelated. Okay, but if you zoom in the SVG, it will not get pixelated, and that is how the beauty of Lottie and JSON is. Okay, so there is simple comparison. If there is a animation with GIF, the size of that animation would be a 321 KB. The same animation with the Lottie JSON or the dot Lotties, they have new format as well. Their compressed format is just a 52 KB, guys, and it's a 91% smaller than GIF. That's a huge improvement, and that's something will help your app entire process to make lighter and smaller and faster. Okay, and they have one more breathtaking format, which is dot lottie, their own format, and it's just a 6 KB. I mean, can you imagine same animation from 321 KB to trimmed down to the 6 KB with the superior, I mean, 100x better quality than this. So this helps you to uh, make more smaller and compare GIF. It's a 60%, 600% smaller, as well as this will help you to load your pages or app more faster, almost 5x, 6x, 10x faster compared to the previous what we are using. So this is how the benefits, and this is why should we use a Lottie. And of course, the motion design is the future, so this is the best way to go forward with. Now there are some cool apps which are using the Lottie files, and there are others, thousands of other as apps as well, but there are few good apps which I thought I'll share with you. Duolingo, of course. We just saw the Duolingo example in the previous slides and I added here as well. I love the animation they have. Then two words, that's a web animation. And I think the India's so far the best animation app, Cred interaction apps. So you can see they are also using the LottieFiles. Okay, so we are done with the why, what, and how of the motion design. Now we are jumping into the live workshop, guys. But before that, you need to keep yourself ready to do some hands-on things. So for this, uh, before that, I'll just cover what topics we are going to cover today. We are going to learn this in very detail. So topics are which we are coming covering is we will learn how to create single frame animations, how to create multi-frame animations, Lottie creation with prototyping, with the prototyping connections, how we can create this. We will use some text and gradient based animations as well. Okay. Then we will use some complex animations with the help of Figma Lottie. We will create advanced animations. We'll use talk about stroke and mask, how to use stroke animations and mask animation. We'll learn how to use multivariant animations, component with multiple component. You can just drag and drop and create animation sort of. Then some tips and tricks. That is our today's curriculum.
Great.
And for that, one thing you need to do is, I hope you all have Figma app installed, not app, or you're using a browser, that is also fine. But not just sign up on the Figma ASAP and download the workshop file. Okay, by
Yeah.
just
We're
clicking
also
this link.
dropping the link here. So you'll
Yeah,
also be able to
so
download through that.
yeah, so the guys are dropping the link as well into chat. Please go and check this out, download from there. So, we'll just hold for uh, 2 to 3 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Guys,
I'll just
in between that, if anyone has any questions, you can also raise your hand or you can submit it in the Q&A and we'll direct it to Jitu in case he is not able to see the chat
yeah,
at any given point.
yeah. So I'll just back in 2 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, sure, sure. Guys, share a thumbs up or just ready in the chat once you guys are able to open it up in your Figma. And then we'll just wait for Jitu to come back and we'll start it off. So I had this question, I had this personal question. Does Figma run faster in terms of collaborative activity on the browser as opposed to the application? Has anyone else felt that? All right, good, good, good.
Any questions?
Yeah, Jitu, I think a majority of the people are ready with it. Yeah, we
Mm.
have a question from Tapan. Tapan, I'll just unmute you just a
Uh,
second.
Very complicated. Yeah, I'm reading.
Yeah,
No, cannot be
okay,
achieved. I
that's
mean, see, uh, Tapan. So, man, I mean, as I told you, After Effects is a god tool. They have 3D and all other features as well. Okay, so you cannot achieve that level or quality of animations. Although whatever animation and quality you are expecting in the After Effects, if you create something in After Effects, you cannot export from there to Figma Lottie Files as well, because Lottie Files has their own restrictions. Because this animation is not going to come out as a final output of video. In video you can use any animations, anything, or just it's just a play video format. But when you export to JSON, there are limitations. Okay, we cannot use this gradient, we cannot use this stroke, we can use this only. So there is also limitations, as well as whatever you can achieve with the Figma prototyping, you can export with the Lottie files. And if you are aware about the limitations of Figma for now, for the animations and the prototyping, that is what we can achieve so in the Lottie files as well. And if Figma added some new features, then it will be adopted by Lottie files. That is the whole simple thing.
All right.
That's complex.
Yeah, I hope that answers your question, Tapan. Great.
YouTube, people are asking YouTube.
Yeah. So this will be posted after like I think a couple of days on YouTube. But you'll also get access to the PPT which Jitu is sharing right now. So we'll be dropping those in the community platform which we have. So we have it on Discord and the WhatsApp broadcast groups. So those will be circulated out.
That's all your wish.
And just a second, Jitu, I think we have another question. Second. So are you able to see the Q&A section, Jitu?
I'm saying a Q&A section. No, not
Yeah.
yet.
So we have a question from.
Okay, it's loading.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no worries. Yeah.
animated icon which is in. I have an animated icon which is in GIF or MP4 format download from Flat icon. So what he means? He said he has
So
an icon.
the question is below. So as per their client, they
Hmm,
want to add eyes on it, and they
hmm,
have done it using Weed.io or
hmm.
some other applications as well, but they're not happy with the animation. So can we do it using Figma and Lottie files?
This animation we can create. This is simple one. You can easily do it with the Figma and Lottie files.
Cool.
But although you can do,
Yeah.
I mean, while downloading, I am seeing the options, right? My screen is shared already.
Yeah, it is right. Yeah.
AEP and JSON options. If you are handy with, I mean, okay, you are not handy with, then it's okay. But you can do the reverse engineering as well. If you drop this
Hmm.
file, JSON file to uh, After Effects Lottie plugin, then you can re-edit it. That is also one way. Or they have AEP file as well. But we can use easily create this one. By end of this workshop, we will create more complex animation than this. Okay, and then you will
Okay. Perfect.
complete idea how to do it, Rajni.
Great.
Okay, so no worries. Just focus and try. I'll give the time also after demonstrating myself. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just start, guys.
Done. Done.
I hope you all are ready with the Figma at least.
Yes, we
We
are.
don't need anything else apart from this.
Yeah.
Lottie Labs, people are well aware. Lottie Labs, I'm not sure. I met the Lottie Lab guys. This is also good tool by the way to create Lottie animations. Okay, be catch on this.
Great.
Okay, so let's jump. Okay, so welcome to Lottie Files for Figma workshop, of course, and I'm getting spam calls as India. So guys, welcome, and this is our hands-on file. I hope you all have downloaded this one. Now we'll just jump into the section where I will show you how to create this one. So before jumping, you need to understand exactly how to install the plugin. Okay, although if you are handy with the Figma, so you are aware there is nothing a separate installation
Hmm.
process. You just need to go somewhere, I mean just in plugins panel. If you are although all are using the new Figma, then you can just go in this section and we have plugin, and here you just simply type Lottie files and you can just click and activate the plugin. Okay, the plugin gets activated. This is the one, I mean, easiest and the best way of call and
Mhm.
only way to activate the plugin.
Right.
So I just wanted to cover some okay, we'll cover this later because I wanted to jump on the
Mhm.
core one before going, because we have some more exciting and super cool features of it as well. Okay, so now let's jump into the first part, guys. Single frame animations. Okay, so what is single frame animations? So it means, see, the animation is always, although this is not a image sequence, but animation is always the sequence, I mean the sequence of frames. Okay, so what is sequence of frames? I'll just show you. This is a frame 1, I would say, and this is a frame 2, and this is a frame 3. Okay, so how animation, entire animation basic rule works right now. So let's consider we have this small circle. Okay, and I just want to animate this circle from this. I'll just remove this frames for now. I'll just duplicate the easiest way, and I just want to animate this circle from left side to right side. So I'll do this. Then again, I just want to animate this from right side to the top, like this. Okay, so these three are keyframes. Okay, in After Effects they call it keyframes, and we call frames only in the Figma, so we'll call it frames only. So this is how we do the execution of any animations. Okay, whenever we create animations or storyline it, we sketch it down. Okay, I've not covered this process because this is a basic process and it would take a lot of time to share with you. I just wanted to focus on hands-on tool more. So we say ki, okay, in first animation frame we will show like this is happening, the ball is at the left side. In next frame I want ki, okay, ball should move from left to right, and then the third one I want ki, ball should move from right to top. But in actual one you will create like this ki, okay, this is my first one and this is my second one, this is the third one. In between this, the system will play, I mean, do their job and create the animation in between these two frames. Okay, from this one two to third frame, animation will do system will do the animation like this. Okay, so this is how we define the keyframes, and then rest of the animations in between these two keyframes will be done by the system. Okay, so these are the keyframes. But with the help of Lottie, to create some basic animations you don't need this multiple keyframes, guys. Okay, so I'll show you. This is a pulse animation and it's been created, I'll just recreate for you here simply. So just focus. I'll just do it from scratch for you. How to create single frame animations. We just talk about the concept of single frame. Now, frame. Now we'll create one animation. Just take a frame. Okay. And then you can just take a simple circle and color it in your favorite color. Then I'll duplicate one more time. I'll just make the color bit stronger. Then I'll duplicate one more time and I'll make color more stronger. Okay, I'll just give it P1, prototype 1. Now what I'll do is I'll just go and open the LottieFiles plugin, and I'll just click on the export a prototype. Look what is happening. I'll just click and boom, this your elements are getting animated with the single click, with the single frame. There are no frames involved, nothing is involved there. Why? Because this is called LottieFiles preset of animations. Okay, where you will just select the element, and they have, you will see the bottom there are multiple options like squash and stretch. Right now you will see rotate. In rotate you will see nothing because I mean all the elements are same. This is pulse animation, this is stream path animation, Then we have some other effects as well. This is move in, side up, side down, fade in, zoom in. So there are multiple presets of animations in Figma Lottie Files plugin. So you can just simply use it and create your quick loader or quick pulse point or anything, blinking point or anything for your project or anything. You can the size of this animation is just a 1 KB if you see,
Hmm.
and you can just change background as well, and you can do multiple things. Okay, although I'll talk about this background and this more customization features later.
Yeah.
So now might be you will have a question ki, okay, you show this how to create, but how can I export it? So the best way is,
Yeah.
or the only way is, of course, you can just save to your workspace. You need to save to your workspace, and from workspace you can download the JSON file. Okay, that I will not
Hmm.
cover right now because that's very early to share with you. That I'll cover once we are
Yeah.
done with animation techniques. Okay, but
Yeah.
if you want to insert this in your project, in the Figma project, how exactly this will work? So in that case, you will just use this left side button where you will use insert as a GIF, and you can select the size of GIF. Yeah, and it is placed here. And if you play this inside the artboard, then the
Hmm.
GIF gets played. I'll just show you because right now this is not animated, so you're not seeing the GIF. Uh, so this is the GIF your is
Great.
available item. Okay, so this is the easiest way. I mean, I think it's not more than we just took 5 minutes to get this
Hmm.
animated thing.
Hmm.
Okay, so guys, please, those who are doing the practicing right now with me, please try this one
Yeah.
along with me.
Jitu, I had a question.
Yeah,
Guys, feel free to ask question. I just had this question immediately. That is why I
sure,
thought of
sure,
asking.
definitely. Please ask those. Yeah.
Yeah. So in Figma, as we see with Smart Animate, so you
Hmm.
kind of have to give the groups different names or any item a different name in order to have it function differently. Because if you do a Smart Animate, you'll have to name those items in a similar manner in order for them to function, right? So in
Yeah,
Lottie, does that have like do we have such a restriction? For
same.
example, if I write ellipse 6490 twice, so would that consider it as the same object?
So yes, the same things
Okay.
apply here as well. Otherwise,
Okay.
the
Okay.
system will not recognize कि, okay, this is the previous frame or previous element of
Hmm.
that frame, and this is the current element, and it will mismatch. Okay, so same things
Okay.
as applied, and I'm going to convey this point in multi-frame animations. Here is you
Okay,
don't
great. Thank you.
in this animation you don't need to do anything. This
Great.
is just
All right.
our just click and go sort of animation.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, so I just wanted to see if any guys, if you are trying this one and done with this, so please comment something. Okay,
Yeah. So Ankita was mentioning that on the free plan, we get sort of low quality GIFs there. So is there like a roundabout for it?
no, not for. I think might be they have restricted right now because what else they
Hmm.
can give you on everything on freebies right now. But when you are working with the company, guys, okay, so
Hmm.
personal use you can do right now whatever experiments and you wanted to do. Okay, although Lottie Files is open source, so they don't charge you
Hmm.
on the monthly basis. Okay, so to embed the animations like Ryu do. So for the while working with the company, by just taking the 13-14,000 rupees of subscription, you will get access to all the features. Okay, and while working with the organization, of course they have to pay, and they always use it. But there are tons of thousands of free animations also you can download and use it.
Great.
I mean, I also had this kind of type of thing. Okay, can I get things without any
Sorry.
charge? But in last few years of my career, I understand. Invest in yourself by learning.
Hmm.
Invest in yourself. Make yourself more automated, more efficient. If you are able to buy some plans or tool for that, that will help you to grow more faster. That is how you can do with the career and elevate. Okay, so if you are done, then we'll jump on the next one, guys, where we will use the same technique but create some super cool animation. Okay, so right now I should not remove this. Okay, just duplicate the frame. I'm just duplicating the frame and removing this all. Okay, I'll turn off the plugin right now and just click P2. Okay, now what we'll do is we will create some amazing trim path animations. Okay, and this kind of animations are not easily done with I mean, you cannot do this animation with Figma, by the way.
Hmm.
This is the thing,
Okay.
you cannot do this animation with Figma, and because Figma does not support trim path. Okay, but with the help of Lottie plugins you can just achieve this animation with a single plugin, single click. Okay, so I have selected
Hmm.
this pre-made animation. Later we'll create fresh one as well, but you will see this is the stroke. Okay,
Hmm.
this is just a simple stroke I created,
Right.
and if I click on export, for now you are seeing something like this, right? This is not that cool, but if you click on trim path, look at this.
Hmm.
So this is exactly figuring out the point A to point B of that particular stroke, and it's creating animation with the help of this. Okay, this you cannot do
Right.
with Figma prototyping. Okay, so far I don't know, maybe in future. So let's see how we
Hmm.
did it. So there is a way like point A and point B right now. So I'll just recreate this animation one more time. So I'll just take our pen tool, just create n for Nagpur for now,
Hmm.
and for nothing from Jaguar, nothing. You can consider that as well, and just smoothing the corners a little bit, dash, and just make it okay. So right now we have this n letter, and just change the color a little bit, and that's done. But might be you remember where from where I started. This is my point A, and at the
Hmm.
bottom is point B. Now I'll just click this prototype. I'll call it P2. It is, yeah, it's P2. Now what I'll do is I'll just run the plugin. Same process. We have to keep running the plugin always, of course. And if I'll click the trim path option, it's done. And you can just control the speed as well. Now I just slowing down the speed by just clicking over here. If I'll make it 1x, this is 1x. If I'll make it 2x, this is 2x. This is 2x.
Hmm.
And this is 0.5x. Okay. So this is how easily you can create a trim path animations. Okay. And yeah, this is something exceptional which is not available in Figma, and we LottieFiles is giving. So guys, please try if you are doing, of course. So please
Yes,
try
looking
this
good.
as well. I'll show you the one more amazing example. Okay. And see what I'm sharing with you, just a basic and some techniques. But after learning this, it's ball is in your court. How you want to do it
Hmm.
in next? How you want to make hacks and innovate this next level? So let's consider. I mean, of course, we have created this stroke animation, stroke vector again. This is all a stroke. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what I'll do is I'll animate this as well. The our same plugin. Look, I'll just slow down the speed. So this is how you can animate and create such cool animations as well, and complex as well. Okay, so it's all about how you innovate and use your hacks to make it create a next level animations. Okay, so this is the part one, guys, where we talked about single frame animations, and The process is same, and you all have files, so you can just go and do your practice. So you can make yourself perfect and create new one and
Mhm.
create animations and tag us on LinkedIn as well with the help of
Mhm.
by creating and posting your animations.
For
Okay,
sure.
so please do the practice in the background as well. If you have any questions, any question, we can just take it for just 1 minute. You can ask the questions
Yeah, we had a question from Raj.
in Q&A.
No, no, in the
No.
comment itself right now. Yeah, in
Okay.
the chat itself. Just a second. Yeah.
Can we do command based animation or conditional animations in Lottie? Command based
Have we reached at
animations.
that stage?
So to use command, so command based animation can be done, but not in here. Command based animations can be done with Lottie Studio. Okay, so Lottie Studio is a new tool, but again, I'm a bit similar as After Effects. Okay, that's why I don't promote too much, but it's a good tool. But they have new feature where you can just prompt use a prompt to create a vector. You can create a vector with the help of prompt as well there, and then you can just give the prompt and make it animated as well. Okay, but again, although that create a vector with the prompt feature is available in our plugin as well. But yeah, uh, what you are saying is, of course, it's a help of AI. If Figma adds AI to prototyping, then it's we don't have to do anything. Although they added prototyping in AI, but it's a very basic level prototyping right now. Okay, so advanced prototyping, if they added, then we can do it. What about conditional
Great.
animations? No, how? But what I struggle with one recent example we are working with.
Great. Loads of questions coming.
API. Okay, so Ankita, I understand your point. See, so you need to see the opportunity always. So this is what I'm teaching you guys. This is you have to do after ideating. Okay, so I'll just quickly take up the ideating process, how we do it. So see, ideation is not from your side only. Okay, you need to involve all the stakeholders, your product manager, your marketing manager, and people, guys. Okay, because if you are getting certain space to use or hold user, as you said, okay, there is a loading screen. Okay, and the loading screen has to face the API data. So you can use this screen to convey something extra what you have in your app. Okay, I'll give the one example. I'll give the simple example. See, in the fintech apps, what happens, okay, when we need details of user from central bureau. Okay, okay, who is this guy, how many credit cards he has, and everything. This takes 15 to 20 seconds in our onboarding. Okay, I have that case study, small case study on this. If you get time, might be I'll showcase to you this. So to hold a user for 15 to 20 seconds on one app, one screen, is a bigger challenge for us. Okay, now we saw that almost 30 to 35% drop offs on the screen. So then we figure it out what we can do. Initially we are showing just a small loader, okay, hey, we are fetching your details, and that was boring, non-relatable. User seems I'm stuck, and multiple reasons we figure it out. So how we figure it out, that reasons? Okay, so see, when we were tracking, first of all, we track the entire funnel. Okay, and while tracking that funnel, okay, we saw this is the huge drop off. Then me, my product manager, of course, product manager is the best guy you have to talk with and share these details with. And it's good, might be people will come to you and share the details, or otherwise it's good designer is monitoring their design. Okay, so then we said, okay, this might be a problem. Then we involve marketing guy. Okay, hey, this is something we are seeing, and we need something where we can engage the user, but I don't want to show some random animations. Okay, I want to show some meaningful animations. So what are the features we can convey to users, or some useful features we can convey to user, which user also thinks कि, okay, this is beneficial for me. So user will hold. User will not get it. Okay, no, they are showing, they are doing some cheap marketing campaign. No, not like that. So you have to think कि how we can hold the user. If you are holding user for 15 seconds, deliver 8 to 10 seconds their benefits. Okay, you can do this, you can earn this, you can do this, okay, on our app. Then you can propose or market your features as well. So we said, and we decided okay, okay, we will do, and we will use this space rather than showing static loader. We will use this space real estate to showcase our features. Okay, and then we said, I sit with my marketing guy, content writer. Okay, okay, this is the features we decided to go with. Who decided this feature? Me, product manager, marketing guys. Okay, okay, these are the important feature we could show, and this is the brainstorming session 2 3 times you do. Okay, there is no like written process, something like this. Okay, and okay, we decided because it's a combined decision while working with the real world company. These are the all combined decisions. This is not you are taking things up only. Then we decided okay, we'll go with these 4 features. Now that was my call to do the mood boarding. Then I decided to go and explore the animations and illustration style. Although we had a set up illustration side, we don't have to look at too much, but still the elements, what elements we will use realistic element or all vectors. We decided to mix with the real what faces with the some vectors as well. And we again decided that we will use our native UI components to relate more. Okay, this should not happen. Okay, right now I am seeing very animated and marketing card sort of thing, and inside the app I'm seeing something different of that coupons or vouchers. So we are using the same elements. I decided okay, we will use this element, and this is the storyboarding. How storyboarding and storyboarding, you have to think from perspective. Okay, what is happening, why this is happening, and then start your marketing. First, help user to convey, create a transparency. Okay, we are holding you here for this. Okay, we are fetching data till the time, enjoy this things. Okay, first set the context proper, tell user ki this is happening, and then start your story. In that story also you should deliver it 70 to 60% user, highly user beneficial stuff, so you can hold the user, and later you can just promote your 1 2 features as well. Okay, so we have seen almost from 35% to drop of drain down to 10%. Okay, this is huge because if you run a video or that are animation, lottie animations, but it's like animated one by one things are happening. So you just don't realize ki, okay, the 20 seconds or 30 seconds will happens. So this is the magic of animation, and this is you can brainstorm it. And once you created the animation and illustrations, then you can hand over the animator and guide him. Okay, we need animations like this. To get animation inspirations, again you need to mood board. Okay, okay, this is the animation style, motion style, we need to figure it out. For that you need to follow good animators and designers. Go on Dribble, go check out multiple benchmarks, like Cred has a good benchmarks, other apps has. Go on Mobin. There are tons of other platforms where you will see animated things. You can just check my Instagram. I share resources accordingly. So then, by taking this gathered information, then you will create somehow the best output out of it. This is the way to create. This is the real way to create, by the way. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. How does your SVG work here? Slicing the frame. I will tell you how to insert the SVG in next frames. Okay. Okay, so I think yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a lot. We've run out of time.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. We'll
this
definitely take all the questions which we are able to at the end of the workshop. So we'll be
sure.
here for a couple of minutes and then we'll take it. Yeah.
Okay. So guys, in single frame, you will see again the features I explained to you. Okay, you can just change the color, you can change the speed and other features, the delay time, and everything is over there. Okay. Now let's jump into the next part of animations where we will animate multiple frames. Okay. So again, I given the hint what is single frame, what is multiple frames. So these are keyframes in After Effects. So we call it frames. So I'll just run this animation which I already created. This is bouncing ball animation. I'll just okay. And look at this animation. How smooth and eye smoothing animation is this? This is a simple bouncing ball animation I created with this help of 1, 2, 3, 4 frames. That's all. But now we will recreate this how I did it. And you need to focus. Will not do exact recreation. We can do it that way, but yeah. But I will request you to focus because these are some critical things I'm going to convey to you, because the question asked at the initial only keep what are the naming conventions, should we need to keep it consistent throughout that, and this all answers you are going to see here.
All right.
Let's take one circle. Eventually it will becomes that ball. Let's make change the color to something like this. I will not go into the design detailing of that, guys. Okay, said that we can do it, you can do, and we can just import any svg and do it. Let's take one more. This is a rectangle. Let's make color a little bit different. We can just convert this simply into outline stroke and add one anchor point as well, so we can just turn it. Also we will make it curve smooth and activate the anchor points. Okay, so that we can bend it like this. So far what I'll do is I'll not add the rest of the structure. Will add it, that's fine, that's not an issue. We'll take one more frame, one more shape, and just make it round. Sorry. Now I'll just hide this behind the table, flatten table. Then I'll just change the rotation from here to here like this. I hope you are clear what is this, what I'm doing right now here. So I'll just
Hmm.
align center. Okay, now
Yeah.
we have all the element placed. Okay, we have ball and the table, all the trampoline table or whatever you can call it. Now we just need to, because we have all the elements here, and the best way always do one thing: draw your all the elements in one frame and then keep duplicating this.
Hmm.
Use a command D and just duplicate it, because by using this method you will never miss mismatch of layer naming. You will get the
Hmm.
same layer naming. Okay, and if you mismatch the layer, then things will not
Good.
in the right
Hmm.
direction,
Okay.
completely messed up. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just change the position. I will just see the reference from here. Okay, just change. So right now I'm just reducing the width, because this is squitch and squatch, um, I would say, principles from the animation. These are 12 principles of animation, one of them, and very useful. This helps to showcase animations in a realistic way, and apply the realistic physics. Okay, so we need to follow these animations. You can easily get the link of this principles anywhere. I can share the link also. You can read it later. Now here we have something like this. I'll just need to make this two. Now we showcase it as a touchdown, because we wanted to bend this from this point. Then we will get this smooth and realistic effect. Now what I'll do is I'll just double click. The way I use this at the initial, I'll use this anchor points and bend this a little bit. Okay, and while bending, because this is getting impacted on this flattened surface, so we will just change height from this to this. Now the next one, I think we are back on the same frame. Next one, you just need to duplicate the first frame, and that's all. So this is our frame 1. We'll call it frame 2. We call it frame 3. Call it frame 4. Okay. Now we will check how I connected. The next important thing is how, like, of course, you can create a frames, you can keep the naming same, everything is great, but the next major part is prototyping, how you connect this. Okay. And all the animation things are depends upon this only. So let's jump into our favorite section, which is prototyping. In the prototyping, first, I mean, whenever you will start or doing, just go into the first frame and add a flow starting point. Okay. I'll just name it x1. I'll just call it b1. Okay. This is a starting point. Always add flow starting point to it to animate and start animations. And now what I'll do is I connect one by one the prototype. I'll just check the prototype setting from the previous one. So this is trigger point is after delay 1 ms. Destination of course is there. Ease in, we will use ease in, is smart animate, and 400 ms. So ease in ease out also plays a major role, guys, in animation. And again, it's a part of theory. So what I'll do is we can leave it on click also, although on click behaves like a 0 seconds of delay. Smart animate, ease in, then we will use 400 ms. Great. And that's been connected. Now what I'll do is we'll check the next one. We'll check, okay, we have given ease out 100 ms, because you will see the distance between this and this frame is very lesser compared to this one. So to make this entire animation linear and same speed, we need to manage the timing in between this. Okay, so let's connect the frame from f2 to f3. On click, we can leave it on the f3. We'll make it ease out and the 100 ms. And the third one is again after delay 1 ms, 400 ease out 400 ms. That's the same config after delay and 400 ms. Now let's check if the first one is connected to last one. Nothing is connected to the first one because we are replicating the same first frame as a last frame. Then we don't need to connect back. It will automatically start running in the loop. Okay. So let's check this out if this working fine, guys. I hope so. So let's click this prototype, or you can just go and select. Oh, cool. Your bouncing ball is ready. Hardly it takes, I mean,
Great.
you know how much time it takes, 5 minutes, and your bouncing ball is ready.
Okay.
And this type of smooth and cool animations are enough to add in your product design. Okay,
Hmm.
in product you don't need to add very fancy and super complex animations because user is there to execute the things, to execute particular task. But this kind of smooth and cool animation can help it, and this is
All
done.
right.
So this is called
Mm-hmm.
multi-frames animations. And again, you can just select the entire frames, and if you want to change anything at any point of time, I just wanted to change the color of this ball, you can just change the color of this ball and
Hmm.
just click and just simply all the techniques of prototyping or the changing applies here. Okay.
Great.
So
Jitu, I had a
yeah,
question.
sure.
So, within the above example which you showed, we had after delay as an interaction part, right? And in the below
Mm-hmm.
example, we had on click. So, does
On
Lottie also consider that when it is
that.
selecting an animation for the loop? Okay.
Yes. So see, to add a 0 second delay,
Hmm.
in between first frame and second frame, there is nothing is resting out. Okay, it's a
Okay.
seamless transition between two frames. You can use on click also. Okay, and they treated on click as a 0 second delay. Otherwise,
Cool. Okay.
you can use after relay with the 0 ms, but it eventually becomes 1 ms, but it's fine, but you can use
Yeah.
on click. Might be people are confused, so I'm just telling you guys, if you change this settings to after delay 0 ms, this is also fine, it's not an issue,
Hmm.
but on click behaves the same. Okay,
Good.
so yeah, this is we are done with recreate successfully recreate this animation. Okay, and I mean, anyone has any question can ask,
Yeah,
and
guys.
you can just I can just hold for 2 minutes again. I think, yeah, but I need
Yeah, for sure,
just two
guys. If
minutes,
you
guys,
have any
not more than that.
questions. Yeah. Is anyone ever having any questions, or shall we move forward? Nothing in the Q&A as of now.
Hmm. Great.
Guys, I hope you're
Okay.
awake. Just checking.
Acha, Q&A, we are not checked it.
Yeah.
Oh, where are
I'm checking
people
with
are?
everyone if, yeah. Yeah, but nothing so far. Guys, just, I think give it a thumbs up if you are like listening to everything. So Jitu will also know. Cool.
Yeah. So I saw one question where Rehan has
Perfect.
asked in Q&A. There is a,
Yeah.
it's not fresh one, but he asked 80 minutes ago. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Lottie, because of the restrictions, can you explain a bit how constraints? See, there is, I already explained this at start. Ki whatever features you are getting into the After Effects, you cannot use this all. Go into the Lottie support page, okay, where all the supported features has been listed for the After Effects, guys. Okay, and use things, use the features within that constraint restrictions only. Okay, because JSON cannot support right now the blur animations, rendering, and on this on web it's supported, but on mobile and iOS and Android has a different support uh, constraints. Okay, so you need to go and check this out, and you need to design within that only. There is no other way.
Hmm. Got it.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. Let's jump into the next one. Okay, if you are
Yeah.
facing any issue, you can just drop the message, and we'll try to solve that. Okay, so again, this is one more example where we will go a little bit complex on the prototyping animation. So
Mm-hmm.
will not spend too much time on this because this is pretty similar to the last one, because the coming animations are much more interesting and more creative compared to this one. And
Okay.
I wanted to cover this all today. Don't wanted to make it delay. So this is the animation we created, and we'll just do reverse engineering of this. Will not recreate this animation. There is no need because similar pattern we created already. So let's jump into the high five animation one. Okay, and I'll just play this to show you what we have created. This is the high five animation. Okay, so you will see like more 2 3 elements are interacting and happening. Okay, so the guys, if you check, so we'll just do reverse engineering and fold the secrets. We have the element one, left side, focus on the left side. Okay, always see the layering properly. Element two, handpicked. Then we have some sparkles which is invisible, and some circles. Okay, this is a technique. Okay, I already told you, keep all the elements in your first frame and just duplicate it. Okay, and then accordingly make it visible, small, make the size smaller and increase the size, depends upon your requirement. Then in the next frame, what is happening, I'm just changing this a little bit to this in this form. Okay, I'll just make it like this. Okay, so you will see, we'll just change it, the position of these two hands. And third one, we are making this confetti visible. Okay, now the fourth one, we are just again going back to the rest position of the first one. Okay, now we'll see how we disconnected this one. In the first frame to second frame, we use simple after delay 400 ms right now. Okay, so here, I mean, see again, use of delay, use of curve and easing. You need to experiment, and you need this eye. There is no standard parameter. Okay, for the set of animations you need to use this easing only or this time duration only. You need to take inspiration from some other animations and try to compare, okay, why my animation is not getting perfect. Then you need to tweak between the durations. This apply to all tools in the world, animation tools. So here we use 400 ms because we wanted to start this animation from little bit delay, and then we are connecting to second frame, and then we are using easing out 100. Then from here to here we are using on click because we don't want any delay. So we are using 100 ms ease out, and the animation is happening from this frame. From third frame to fourth frame we are using 300 ms 300 ms delay because we want, okay, we need to hold the clap for some uh, milliseconds. Then you will see the duration is 100 ms, and that's all. And that's how this animation is happening. This is simple. Again, I mean, let's play in the Figma and see.
Yeah.
Always you might be, you will see something, a few things is not happening in proper way in Figma, because see, Figma prototype and Lottie has a huge difference, which is vector rendering and vector transformation. Okay,
Hmm.
what is this? I'll just clarify you guys. Otherwise, you will keep playing this prototype on Figma and you will be confused. "Okay, this is not working in Figma. This might
Working.
not work
Hmm.
on Lottie." But this is not the case. Okay, I'll show you what is the major difference in between. I mean, I'm telling you the prototyping or the export of the animation capabilities are blocked from Figma side right now. The day they will release more capabilities, this plugin will become more and more capable and more advanced.
Hmm.
So I'll just show you what is the thing, what I'm talking about. I'll just take circle, eclipse. I'll make it outline stroke. Right now, I'll just duplicate it. What I'll do is I'll just transform this vector to something like this. Okay. Now it's a vector transformation. Okay, I am not change, although this is also vector transformation. If I'll change from square and increase the width of square, but this is again within a frame structure of Figma right now. But right now what I'm using here, I'm using this anchor points, okay, key points to change
Hmm.
things. When you use the key points, if I'll add this, add some animation from this to this, let's make it after delay 500, let's make it 400 ms. From this to just make it 800 ms ease out. If you use this and play in the Figma, this is not happening properly. Okay, if you, I mean, I can just show you in the bigger frame. Okay, so I'll just show you how it is happening. Look,
Hmm.
what is the problem here? This shape is not changing seamlessly. There is like okay, this is the first shape and second shape, and these are just fading, fade out, fading in,
Right.
fading out. Okay, this is happening. But if we play, let me just put the power. Okay, if you play a similar prototype in Lottie and export it, you will see the seamless transformation. There is no fade in, fade out thing. The same shape is
Understood.
just changing with the anchor points and all that properly. This is the major difference. That's why you are seeing those seamless animations in the Lottie plugin. So the point is to sharing this all with you. Always check your prototype with the LottieFiles plugin. Do not check with Figma. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, so we are done with the multi-frame also. Congratulations. And you can create cool animations for your products in your company. Now like next is to work with the text and gradients. Okay.
Mhm.
So now we'll see how we can animate text, although there are again tips and hacks to animate the text, but the best and simple thing is gradient we can try with. So what are the ideal examples, guys? So this would be ideal example. Okay, might be you have seen multiple times in Swiggy and the other apps while using, you will see how they use the shiny tags, 10% off, 20% off, and that helps to grab users' attention again. That relates to our all principle and user attracts toward this and notice that particular discount. Okay, with the static tag, it's right now it's difficult with the high quality images. So what I'll do is we will create some shiny tag. Let me just show you what we are going to create. So this is a tag, this is static tag, and we will replace this static tag with this shiny one. Let me just click, look at this. This is shiny tag we are going to create, and this is how we are going to play with the gradients. Okay, so we'll do some
Right.
small reverse engineering of it, what exactly has been done in this one. So see the frame one. Okay, and this is a rectangle, by the way. Okay, and we have taken one rectangle here, and the color is, there is a gradient from left to right. One, two, three gradients are there, but you will see the position has been completely stick to the left side for two gradients, and the right side we have one gradient. Okay, and the color of this gradient will see the flat, the first one. If you jump into the second one, you will see we have changed the color of gradient. We change the color of gradient position little bit. Okay, and third one, if you see, then we have changed the position of that gradient from here to here. And that's how that is how things are animating. And the last one, what we did, we again just change the gradient position from middle to here, and also we change the color as well. Okay, so let's do, we will recreate this one. Let's take a frame. Okay, let's take a frame, add one rectangle with a similar width and height. Let's make a gradient. Of course we are going to use a gradient over here, so let's change the color to some blue one. Then we need one more. This is a new eyedropper too, by the way. Booming everywhere, all the three. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll tweak this later. Okay, I'll tweak this later for you. Okay, so I'll let me just add some text. We'll give more discount, 20% off. Okay, and here we have 20% off tag. Now just duplicate the layer. We don't need any other elements, so we'll just duplicate it simply. We'll click the background rectangle, and there what we'll do is we will change this position from here to, okay, so let's do one thing. We'll change position from this stop to the left side, towards the left side. Okay, and this one what we'll do is I'll just click and change position with stop towards little bit light right, and change the color as well to show this shine effect. Okay, and the next one what we'll do is we'll duplicate this again. We will make, hold a second, it's getting a call. So we will just change this position from left side to the center one. Okay, and the last frame what I'll do is we will go back to the similar one, but we will do something like this. Okay, and we will change the color from the similar one. Okay, now we are done with the gradient changing and everything.
Hmm.
We will see how prototype, we can connect the prototype. So we don't need instant start, so we'll use some delay over here. So we will use 800 ms delay. Go into the prototype settings, connect delay. After delay one, make it 800 ms. This is fine. What are the other parameters? 50 ms, because because the transition between this and this is very smaller, so we will use very less timing. 50 ms
Right.
ease out. So we will use 50 ms ease out. Okay. Then from this one to this one, we will use on click. Then we need seamless and ease in 500 ms. We will use ease in 500 ms. Then from this to this one, we will use again the on click. We don't need any delay, so we will use ease out 500 ms.
Mhm.
Ease out we need 500 ms. Then the going back, we will connect to the first frame where we will have on click again, zero delay and 500 ms, because we wanted to keep this in loop, so it will instantly go back to the first one.
Right.
I think there is no need to attach. Let me just check. Without attaching also we can do this. Just do, let's make it yeah, we don't need to attach reverse back, because eventually somehow we are matching the first frame, so it will restart the animation in the loop eventually. You can just create simply such animations and school tag for your product and marketing things. Okay. The main
Yeah.
and the I would say the advantage of this is, guys, once you have created this one, na, if you created this one and if
Mhm.
you want to change the offer, what you can do is you can just go export it and share with it. If you want to change the offer to 30%, let's change this to, I mean, we can just use simple R combine edit feature where it's combine edit. Okay. You can just simply change it to the 31, 30%, and that's all. You can simply change the color by clicking the color as well and all that. So you don't need to do recreation of this element or anything from scratch again and again. You will just change the value and you can just share the new offer. You can just change the value, you can share the new text. Okay. You can just add anything, can new or anything, and just simply do it. So this is how this type of animations and micro interactions and tags we can use, and we can create once and use multiple times. So we can set up this design system as well, because multiple
Mhm.
time it's required in your company. Okay, hey, from next week we are running 40% offer. Now after that we are running 50% offer. So you don't need to recreate anything. So this is the beauty of, again, flexibility of Figma to Lottie files. Okay, so this is how I show you how the things are work in gradient. Now we will see the very small example of text as well, how you can animate the text as well. So I'll just take simple example. I'll just take a Lottie text. uh, we'll use some bolder font, ocean white. Let's take Arabia. It's a Lottie's official font, by the way. What we'll do is we will increase, I'll show you multiple ways. So let's duplicate the frame and I'll just increase the size. Don't take
Mhm.
side points. I'll just duplicate the frame. Now I increase the size. Okay. As well as we need to change the font. We don't have different variation for this one. So let's use Alberto, my favorite one. Let's make it a little border, increase the size. Now we use one, I would say, technique where we are increasing the size of this, and you will see the font size is increasing. Okay, the second one, what we'll do is we'll change this from, we'll add stroke to it. Right now we'll make the stroke 0,
Mhm.
and now the second one we will add, make the stroke visible to the 100%, and we will change internal color to 0. Okay, so let's animate this one. So let's make it on a little bit delay. At 800 ms is fine. Ease out, we will use it 600 ms, and we'll call it T1 prototype, and let's run the plugin. Let's see if it's working. Great. Let's hold, we can hold this, but it's okay. It's working cool, right?
Yeah.
Those two things happening here. We are playing with the color, okay, transparency, I would say. The second is we are playing with the size also, transformation. Okay, so again, what is the beauty of this? Once you created this one, you have created already of connected the prototype and everything, right? So I'll just change this to high. Here also I'll change this to high, and your animation possibly it's ready. I mean, of course this should be ready. Done. You can just change the text, and any, you can create this sort of empty frames and you can later change, and you can just animate. You don't need to do it. Hardly takes 3 4 5 seconds to change the text and animate it, right?
Yeah.
So this is again how we are creating the cool animations with higher efficiency, the lesser time. And
Mhm.
imagine if you have this power with you without learning any other tool. So you are UI UX designer. In that UI, you are doing UX solving as well as UI solving, as well as you have one more power, which is a motion design or animation. And definitely you will be preferred person for this company to get hired, right? Because they don't need to be hire one more animator guy to create simple animations, and this help you to elevate yourself in your career. Okay,
Mhm.
so we are done with the gradients and the text animations, guys. If you have
Yeah.
any questions, and I would like to just halt here for a few 2 3 minutes, so you can just try. If you have any questions, you can ask that also. I can answer
Yes,
it.
yeah. So I think we have a couple of them.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
So,
reading.
yeah.
So okay, so when you prototype animation, we have option to trigger the animation. Hover functionality doesn't work. Aryan, hover functionality doesn't work. Okay. So see, hover animations are again state-based animations, and this sort of animations you can do it with Lottie Labs and Ryu, of course. But Ryu is not Lottie. Ryu is paid. It's not open source, so I don't know what will
Mhm.
happen to Ryu. But I like Ryu tool. It's a good tool. I will not. I'm not promoting specific tool, but again, this is not open source. Everything, for everything you have to pay. Pay. That is the thing.
Right.
Mhm. What
And
if
I think
we?
it's about a simple question, which wherein when we keep high in the first frame and then dotting the second frame, does it kind of smartly animate, or does it like seamlessly just do
Let's
something?
let's check. Let's check. Let's
Yeah, we
check.
can check it out. Yeah.
We
And then
can
we'll come
check.
back to your question, Ankita.
T2. Let's make it T2. Remember what I
Mhm.
said to you guys. Uh, okay, make it smaller. Now run our famous, beautiful, cool plugin.
Mhm.
Click. Oops, this is
Okay.
not working.
Why did it
As I
happen?
told you. Layers need to be same. The problem here is, and you will see this, maybe you will see this
Hmm.
because you guys are doing this first time, you will see this error multiple times, then realize okay, I am not using the same layer which was already present in my I would say the first frame. Okay, because
Right.
system will not recognize you have added two more words and different shape words and all that, so this will not recognize.
So, Jitu, what if we just change the name of the layer from the layer itself and not
No,
directly from the
text
text?
in text it doesn't work na. Text
It
if you
doesn't work itself.
check,
Hmm.
if you check, then text they have to render the, see this is happening from the previous one, right?
Hmm.
What is happening, the previous your previous
Yeah.
element is getting transformed into something else with the same anchor points, with the same stroke, are just increasing the size and all that. System is not able to draw them in the next frame because
Okay.
system is confused. Okay, first and you are showing this, second one is showing this. What to, worst case scenario, that fade in fade out animation will happen. That is the fallback animation they have. Simply
Hmm.
something fading out and fading up is happening. This is the only thing will
Got it.
happen. Other questions? Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think
Seeing
it's
the
fun
Figma.
to just experiment around with this.
Oh, there is one interesting question. So people, Ankita, right? Ankita is asking that Lottie certification. We can turn this also Lottie certification, guys, but because we plan it very last time from my side earlier, so I
Hmm.
conveyed very last time, so we are not able to convert this. What you can do is, I will share the link with you, and you can just go and answer the questions there. You can, there are some tutorials as well, you can answer the questions, and if you get more than 75%, I think that is the criteria, and you will get the certificate of Lottie, because
Perfect.
you already know what to do, you know the questions, you know the answers, right? You can get the certification easily. There is more certifications, by the way, Lottie has released from Lottie to Framer and all that, but yeah.
Great. All right. Cool. So we had, yeah.
Certification I'll share with Naburun, and he
Hmm.
can
Done.
link this.
Yeah, for sure.
You can use a flatten the layer also, that is fine, but if it's directly working with the text without flattening that, that is no issue na, right? Okay, got it. Now let's
Right.
move on. We have just 1 hour,
Yeah.
guys. I think it last will take some more questions, right? Some general
Yeah,
questions
for
mostly.
sure. For sure.
Thank you. So let's move forward. If you are hands-on, then I think you are, you definitely ending up creating something awesome today.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
so now one more cool animation we will create, which is a cute animation, I would say. And this animation is our chat icon animation. And the beauty of this animation is we are going to use auto layout. Okay,
Hmm.
so let's see first what we are exactly going to design. Look at this animation. I'll just turn on the background for you. Okay, so guys, we can create this. So of course, LottieFiles supports a lot of feature of Figma, and one of them cool and super awesome and very famous feature is our auto layout, and that's supported in the animation as well. Okay, although others has released right now the auto layout, but yeah, I am talking about Jitter and Ryu.
Hmm.
So yeah, let's see how this has been built. So let's do the small reverse engineering, then we'll recreate this one. So we have these three dots, 1 2 3. Okay, and this is the three dots, and simply what we did, we just add a auto layout to it. We added some width and height padding. Then this element is different. Okay, and this element is different, so we'll not focus on this element. You can just draw it and just attach it, that's not an issue. So what we'll do is we will create this one. Let's take a three. circles. You can simply take a circle. Why do we need a rectangle to make it? 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Now what we'll do is we will add auto layout to it. We will add some padding. Much top padding as well. We will activate the background, of course. Now this is done. If you see how it's behaved, this is the nature of auto layout, right? It keeps the padding consistent even the element is
Yeah.
changed with the size, right? Now the simple way is take a frame. Now we need to bring this inside the frame, of course. Although we are not adding this element, so I'll just take a black color frame so you all will understand how things are happening. Okay, now we'll change the corners, and that's done. Now we just need to go forward, duplicate one more time, just change the height, I mean the size of that particular circle. The next one what we'll do is we will not go like we will not do this much frames. What we'll do is we'll just use 3 to 4 frames and create this one, and the last one you just need to increase the size of this one, and the last frame you will increase the size of last one and make the middle one similar to first one. Okay, now it's time to connect the prototype. Let's check the prototype setting. Oh, now the prototype setting is something like this. On click we are not adding any delay, I think, on anywhere. No delays, no delays. Okay, so let's make it linear. Ease out is there. Let's make it on click. Ease out will use 300. On click, ease out, let's make it 300. This will be consistent, this will be consistent, and that's all. And from last one to first one we have used what we have used. Same one. Okay, same setting we have to use. We will just name it C1, and let's run the plugin. You have given prototyping starting flow point, and yeah, this working. And we can just remove the background right now and make it 0, simply 0, and yeah,
Great.
we can just add this as well element and it will start behaving like this. So this is how we can use auto layout and make the things much more flexible. Okay, and we can add fourth element as well and just simply change the I mean coming elements as well and make it more flexible. So this is how auto layout as well work. So this is the beauty of again the plugin. This supports lots of feature of Figma and making easy for you guys.
Perfect.
Okay, so
Yeah.
anyone want to ask any question over here, or anyone want to, I mean, if you are trying them again, we will give us 2 minutes to 3 minutes. By the way, I like that people are asking the questions here.
Guys, anyone? Anyone with questions? You guys can also ask if you are stuck anywhere in terms of doing anything, so that
Yeah.
we can also take those up. Right, I think no questions so far. So everyone is doing good then, we're assuming.
Hope so.
All right.
The difference we can tell you. We just recently took one workshop, LottieFiles, in.
Right.
Someone is asking the question. Let me just answer that. Apart from
Yeah.
what is going to export from After, is there any other one? After Effects, there is no option. In After Effects, only you can use the body moving plugin. That's why we are coming up with different options altogether. And I'm not saying, guys, soon in future that After Effects plugin will be the only option, because other tools are evolving a lot. The Lottie is doing their own, designing their own web platform. So example, if I add this animation for contact. Yes, you can link it with your contact page easily. Just share the JSON file in the way you want. Tell developer to do it, implement it. I think yes, Lottie has a plugin. I mean, yeah, but this all based on the body moving framework, which is created by Airbnb guys.
Okay.
Okay, and they made this framework open source to everyone, so that others can build the Lottie things.
Great. Yes,
Okay,
said this is going to be available on our YouTube channel. We'll drop the link at the end so that you'll be able to access it. We'll be uploading it, I think, in a couple of days itself.
sure. Okay, guys, so let's move forward
All right.
because we have some complex animation. So now in next one, we will learn how to create animations using strokes and mask.
All right.
Although I've shown you a lot of stroke animations, but yeah. So what we will create eventually, let me just show you. I mean, I hope all of you are aware about the what is mask. Not, then I'll just quickly run you through that. View.
Okay.
So this loading animation, you can use that water is filling with the glass ball or something. We can create the simple animation using again this, but we are using to you. We are going to use our different techniques like masking, and that is the reason with the help of that masking we are able to create this animation within just 2 frames. And that's how the beauty is. So what I'll do is um, I'll just recreate this one, and it is super easy, guys. Let's take a frame, take one rectangle. Okay, take one more rectangle. Now just add stroke to the upper rectangle. Okay, now what I'll do is we'll just make the background 0. I think they've not duplicated the rectangle properly. We'll duplicate this one more time. Okay, so I'll just duplicate this for you again. Just take a rectangle, circle. Okay, then what we'll do is we will keep it like this only, because we have to use this for masking later. Okay, so I'll just duplicate one more time, and I'll just change the color so you can recognize this. I will add stroke with the same color, and I'll turn off the background to 0% opacity. I'll just increase the size little bit. Okay, now it's perfectly ready like this. Oh, I'll increase the stroke width little bit more. Okay, now what we'll do is we will use this one as a masking element. Okay, so I'll just
Hmm.
change the color. You can add any color, and these two waveforms I already have it. Okay, these are the two waveforms. So this you can just do it by using, I mean, you can just download from anywhere, any SVG free collections, or you can create here as well. Okay, so not jumping into creating SVG. So just select the both, align center properly. Then what we'll do is we will just take this element and mask this. We'll reduce the width little bit. We can group it also. I just group it and just mask it. Simple, simple, simple. Okay. So this is masked with this circle. Now you will see both the elements are here. Okay, and the trick is pretty simple. First what we will do is we will take this and bring inside the frame. Okay,
Hmm.
so in the first frame what we'll do is we'll just take a group left side. Now once you mask it, then play with the left side panel by the way,
All right.
to select the proper layering, otherwise you will messed up. So we'll just do this thing. Let me check the layering how it has been placed over here properly. So okay, so this is a layer one and this is a layer two. So one layer is coming from right and one layer is coming from left, and then you are getting this wave effect from left to no, bottom to top. Okay,
Hmm.
this is the logic we have implemented. The same logic we will implement here as well. Just make this layer bring towards left side,
Hmm.
make invisible. So this is the layer right now, and the left side layer do the same with that as well.
Hmm. This is the simplest one by far. Just you doing this.
I created one animation. I'll show you later. I use
Yeah.
multiple frames. I use multiple frames to create this wave animations. Almost I think 10 frames plus.
Okay.
Uh, I was not aware about this trick at that time. So
Yeah, we'd love
way
to see.
years back. So now let's duplicate. Now
Hmm.
duplicate. Where are the frames? Where are the layer? Click to go to left side. Don't be bothered. Let's go to the left side. Here your frame.
Hmm.
Change the position from this. Okay, one mistake we did, guys. The mistake we did is
Okay.
we need to keep height bigger so that it will feels properly.
Okay.
So I'll just increase the height in the next frame. And in next frame, what you have to do is you need to altogether move this towards the left. Okay, you can just hold it and do it as well. There's nothing like
Hmm.
you just have to do it. But sometimes it go outside the masking, so you need to take care of that. Okay, so then same do for the left side frame. Again we need to increase the size of this as well, and again change the height wise. I mean animation and everywhere I'm designing the, it's all about hacks. Once you learn the basics, then how you will do the hacks. Even in the front end
Hmm.
development right now I'm doing no code development framework and all that. It's all about hacks while creating the animations.
Hmm.
So this is again we are using some technique or hacks, what you can say then. Okay, use V1, the prototype, then frame 1, frame 2, then we'll just connect this from ease in to ease in, ease out. We will use here, we will use 1000 ms. We will check once
Hmm.
what is the parameter we are using at the top. 4000 ms we needed because we need to slowly fill this rather than to get the proper effect. And what we will do is one more thing. We will reduce the opacity of it a little bit, so this will also get animated. Let's see if our trick is working or not.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
It's of course, but it's bit. Yeah, we can just make it little bit. I would say slower by just changing the layering position, because the travel of this layer from this point to this point is very big. That's what's happening very early, right? You can just make it
Hmm.
travel little bit smaller, right to left. Change the position of layers towards the left, right. Now, also we can tweak the timings as well and make this more slower compared to the last one. Now it's better.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
Hmm.
so this is how we created this um, I would say water filling ball animation. And with the help of these techniques you can create multiple animation, guys. And for loading animation, this was trending once upon a time, right? From everybody will see this. It's really fascinating. And this
Yeah.
is the ideal example where you can actually see how exactly this can be useful for the UI.
Hmm. Got it.
Okay.
Hmm.
So see, while showcasing any animation in your UI, you need to import this as a GIF, because although I'm criticizing the GIF from starting, but in Figma you cannot natively add JSON files yet. There is no support yet. Soon
Hmm.
there will. So GIFs run and video works. So for showing the prototyping, we can use this.
All right.
Okay, guys. So okay, so we are done with the masking as well and stroke as well. So if you want to try it and if you are facing any problem again, we will hold for
Yeah.
some 2 minutes and then we can um, jump to the next one. But next one is pretty complex and super amazing and super flexible, and I would say the my best feature ever, Lottie plugin and the
Hmm.
Figma as well. Although it's a feature of
All right.
Figma.
Great. Guys, everyone with us? Any questions? Everyone's doing good so far then.
Okay.
I also tried a couple of them, so yeah.
What's your feedback? What do you think on this type of creating animations?
Guys, anyone? Yeah, I think they are perfect, to be honest.
No, I'm
Because
asking to you also. I'm
okay,
asking to
you
you.
okay, me as well. Because I think they're perfect because I also tried them right now. And the way they're working smoothly in general, because you're also creating an application, right? And I was just going to do those animations itself. So I was facing a problem previously when I was using
Huh.
Smart Animate, just Smart Animate. And as you
Okay.
mentioned, it kind of withers out when we are doing it, right? So this is something which is very seamless. So yeah, hoping to go again after this workshop and execute everything.
Yeah. So I saw
It's
one
good.
comment super quick. Okay. So this is
Yeah.
one word which I admire more compared to other benefits as well. But the super quickness
Hmm.
of this Lottie plugin
Yeah.
feature is something is enormous. And without using, how can we save and use this animation? Just hold for a second, guys. Once we are done with the component animation, I'll like show you the entire workspace, how workspace works, and it has a humongous amount of features. And for a designer, those who are present here, it's very important to know how it's okay. I mean, it's fine. Of course, you need to know how to create animations, but how to implement animations.
Hmm.
That
Fair
dev
enough.
handoffs and helping devs to implement animation. This is the next level of your smartness you will present to your company. And this you need to
Yeah.
collaborate. Of course, you need knowledge of this. You don't need to learn coding for that. Just by simple logic things, you can just do it. Just let's
Great.
jump into the next one and the our super premium animation, which is uh, okay. So what we will do is, guys, we will create this pretty famous delivery boy animation. Okay, we will
Cool.
create this animations right now with the help of our Figma to Lottie Files plugin. That is a production ready, high quality animation. Okay.
Great.
So now I'll just take some elements out from here. So we have one rider, then we need wheels as well, and then we need a background. I'm taking out these elements. Okay. Okay, guys. So create such animation, you need, of course, elements and vectors. So I have taken this out. This is a high quality vector. Again, this is wheel, completely vector. This is background. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so what we'll do is we will create one by one component, and at the end of that, we will render this all component inside the one frame. Okay,
Okay.
then we'll create the animation. So for that, let's take one frame. So we'll just take it 500 by 500 frame. Okay, simply take a frame. Now this is our ideal frame. We will collect all, assemble all the elements inside this frame. But before that, we need to create one by one animations of each element. So first start with our super cool wheel. And this is very important. And here I'm going to share with you the trick of 360 seamless loop rotation. Okay, how you can make this. So let's take a frame,
Hmm.
bring this wheel inside the frame. I'll just make that frame a little bit smaller. Hold a second. What is the size? 79. Okay, let's make it a little bit smaller. It's okay. Okay, now it's done. Hmm. So this is our wheel, and I'll just bring this SVG vector inside the frame so that it will understand what is my constraint from X and Y axis properly. Okay. Now what we'll do is we will duplicate this. First, I think I need to 0. Okay. So we'll duplicate the two more times, 1 and 2. Okay. Now we need to play with the angle. So first one, what we'll do is we will make the angle of this one is 179.9. You can write it down. Keep first frame angle
Okay.
179.9. First, bring this vector inside the frame and change the first frame angle to 179.9, and then
Hmm.
second frame angle to 0, and third frame angle to minus 179.9. Okay, I'm showing you again. First is 179.1, second one is 0, and third one is minus 179.9. Okay.
Right.
Now, yeah, so now keep the prototyping timing proper. We'll just check what are the timings we are using, 500 ms and 500 ms. Okay,
Yeah.
linear. So to keep, because we will not use here ease in, ease out. If you use ease in, ease out, then in easing animation starts slowly and then ends with the linear speed. So we don't need that because we need consistent rotating wheel with the same pace and same velocity. Okay. So what
Hmm.
we'll do is we will use here on click acts as a 0, then we'll use the 500 ms and use the linear one. Curve is linear. From second one to third one also we will on click 500 ms and linear. That's all.
Hmm.
We'll use V. We'll call it V and simply run the plugin. Export. It is working fine.
Yeah. It might be too basic of a question, but like, why didn't we use 180? Why did we use only like, why did we reduce that point to one?
Otherwise, if you use a 180, then this it takes closest point, right? So that will go back
Hmm.
anti-clockwise. It will
Ah,
reverse back.
okay.
So that's why we are using that 1 point. So it will treat it as a this is the closest point, and that will cover
Oh, kind
that
of
point.
flip it over. Oh, okay, okay, cool. Okay.
Okay, so this is
Hmm.
we created a frame, simple frame animations with the help of rotation. Okay, now the magic here is just select this all, and just make a component set. And we are done with the component set. We will call it V. And here we are done with our first component. Let's remove the background. We don't need this. Now, what I'll bring this wheel inside this frame. Just add a starting flow to the frame. DB delivery boy will call it the frame. Then we'll go
Hmm.
to the asset panel. In asset panel, you will see local components, and local components, these are the older components which I already created. Top you will see, so ignore them. This is the new component I created. I'll just bring this component inside this one. Okay, and because I already given the frame as a starting flow point, now what I'll do is I'll just export this one and see this is working. I just drag and drop the element, it's happening. I'll just duplicate this two three
Hmm.
times, and you will see refresh multiple wheels
Right.
are. This is the beauty again, and this is our production ready animations. What else you have to do? Nothing, just copy and a paste.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Right.
fine, let's delete this from here. Now jump into the next one where we'll create animation for cute delivery boy with a vehicle without wheel. It's just floating guy. I'm always thinking which I should change this to hovercraft rather than scooter.
Yeah, I was about to say that. If you remove the wheels and the stand there, it kind of seemed that way.
But I need something which is rotating, because rotating animation, showcasing rotating animation trick is very important. Might be we can show some, and might be some fan is rotating or something. Or hover
Hmm.
craft, yeah. Again, take a frame, simple. It's a simple thing. Just take a frame, add a that boy inside this, and now just take prototype, connect the prototype on click. Linear will just cross check so that we will not miss. Linear 500 ms, simple one, is a few second things. Linear 500, go back and just linear 500. What we have to do is, okay, we missed the one thing.
Okay.
We can achieve, I think. We need to change the vertically, so showcase that I mean that the user is moving the some natural movement,
Right.
right? So up down movement we can showcase here, or otherwise we can just increase the height little bit more. Okay, this is not constraint base. Okay, so we can just increase the height of this little bit. And make it this more downside. Okay, now we have connected this one as well. Now just go to the prototype one, R2, right? 2 we'll call it. We'll create a component set. We don't need to run it, run the prototype ASAP. Just select, go create a component set. We'll call it rider 2. Now again, just turn off the background, make it 0. Now what we'll do is we'll just bring our R2. This is R2, right? We'll bring this inside the frame, which will become our entire universal frame soon. And then run the Lottie plugin. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
working. It's hovering, right? Without wheels. We'll add the wheels soon, don't worry. For him, I'll delete this component for now as well. Now we need to create the background, and that is our last element which is remain. So to make a background seamless, what we'll do is we'll take a one frame and check this width. What is the width? The width is, I think, 500, right? So we have taken the same width. For now I'll fill this. Height need to be adjusted with this so that it will give the end-to-end and end-to-end cropping background flowing animation. That's why we are using complete width of this frame. Okay, and we'll just bring this element inside the frame and just duplicate one more time. Now what I'll do is I will just try to match somehow this with this. It's not completely matching because I'm not using this element repeating, but somehow you may see it's looking same, right? Both the elements are looking same.
Yeah.
Now again the simple process, just connect. Let me check the parameters so that we will not messed up. 1000 ms we will use. From this to this we will use 1000 ms. Linear animation, nothing has been changed apart from the timing, and that's all. So we'll bg2, we have bg2, we will use the bg2. We again select all and create a component set. We use bg2, and that's all. Now it's time to bring all inside the one frame. So we have bg2. First drop the bg, of course everywhere
Hmm.
with bg. Now run the bg only. Let's check if it's working fine or not for the time being. Yeah, smooth, right?
Hmm.
Great, it's working fine.
All right.
I'll just keep the plugin running here. We'll add rider. R2 is the rider, right? Now let's add the rider. Great, rider is here. Let's refresh. Oh, cool. This is also looking cool without wheels. By the way,
Hmm.
the guy is floating with the, and might be some Star Wars movie sort of bike. Now just we are missing this wheel, and add a wheel, but I need to bring behind this. Yeah, now just make it cool. Great, we need to add one more wheel for this
Yeah, I think just one wheel is looking fine here.
cool guy.
In general, the back wheel.
Cool guy, otherwise he will face the accident. And great,
Cool.
yeah,
Perfect.
you are done with this complex animation as well, guys. You can add
Cool.
one more
All right.
wheel if you feel he's not stable, then you can just add one more wheel somewhere here. And great. So this is the power and beauty of component based animation. And imagine the way you have created lots of animation elements and you are just assembling them whenever you want any animations. Let's consider you have
Hmm.
created your brand identity, mascot, or multiple elements, and you just wanted to assemble them. You can just assemble within a one frame and ship it. You don't have to do anything.
Right.
One of
Right.
my uh, project is already live on Figma community of mine. I can just show you
Hmm.
where I have used this smartly. Let me just show you where it is. Huh. DIY loader pack for Lottie files. These are the pre-made loaders. You just need to drop your logo. You can select and change the color and export it. This is just a 1 minute thing to create any loader. I already have more
Great.
than 9 to 10 loaders, and you can just drop and just make it. This type of capability you are having right now with this. So now what we'll do is we will see
Hmm.
how exactly this animations will look like in real world app or in your mockups. So now we are moving towards, if you have any questions you can just hold for now. We will take the questions at the last because we have only
Yeah, yeah,
couple.
yeah.
So now what we'll do is we'll export this and experiment how exactly this will look. Oh, sorry, to remove this wheel. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just download the animation, insert as a GIF, insert as a GIF. 500 is enough, I think. It's enough. Now I'm inserting this. Yes, this is here. Although while implementing, you don't have to hand over GIF, huh, by the way. Keep this thing in your mind. I'm just showcasing this you so that we can just experiment experience this inside the real world app, because Lottie Figma don't support JSON. Now
Hmm.
just play the prototype. Simple and easy. Fit by width. Make it actual size. Why this is happening? Okay. Now simply, if someone orders any parcel or any food, and then we can show this order gets delivery boys on the way or something, we can simply do it. This is just one example how we can do it with the different capabilities. There are a lot of plenty of options and concepts you can create with this without using any third party tool. Now let's jump into the next part. So by the way, we are done with
Hmm.
the component based multivariant animation, guys. Congrats to you all learned to create complex animation as well. Okay, now we will move forward towards how, what is workspace and how exactly use this. So right now, once you
Okay.
created the animation, okay, once you created the animation, guys, then you can just save this to your workspace. This is my workspace. I'll just save this animation, and I can just simply click this. Sorry, I have saved the animations, by the way. And Lottie file plugin has a feature, you can just simply change the color from here by a single click and implement
Hmm.
this. Okay, this is also super quick. I mean, I would say the agenda or the mission of LottieFiles is to make animation accessible for everyone, not just for complex tools and complex specialized designers, animators. Okay, so that is how you will see in
Right.
the scene. You can do a lot of things. Okay, now by just clicking on this icon, you can just open this animation into the browser. Great, and this is open right now, and I'll show you how, what is the magic of it. Look, this is the quality of animation, guys. You cannot get this quality
Hmm.
in GIF anyhow. That is what it is. The motion and the size of this animation. Look at the size of animation, 14 KB. At the right side, you will see. So see,
Right.
first one is comment. So LottieFiles has a workspace where you can collaborate with developers and a lot tons of things. First one is comment. Second one is to see the compatibility. Third one is to see the make some instant tweaks by changing the colors, as I showed you already. Okay, you can just simply click and change the colors.
Yeah.
And after that you will have segment and mockups as well. Then we have version history, and this is, I think, exclusively for the paid plans only. But I
Hmm.
wanted to keep you focused on this part. The which one is handoff. What is handoff? Of course, it's and sharing the animation with the developers in most efficient way. The first handoff option is either you will download the file. This is the .lottie optimized format, 14 KB. Then we have the .lottie unoptimized. Then we have JSON, which is 286 KB. So better to use .lottie optimized format always. Then we have JSON, simple JSON as well. Okay. So either you will download, either you will download the file
Hmm.
and share
Okay.
with the developers. Okay. This is the simple way. And the best way is to share with the .lottie. Either you will have other options like JF, MP4, WebM, MOV. WebM is the compressed video format. You can convert this to video also. MOV is the transparent video format supporter. You can use transparent videos while using the MOV, right? So you can use this also. You can export as a GIF, okay, with the help of customizing and all this. Also you can export as a MP4 with the FPS rate and whatever you wanted, okay. But apart from this, the new ways to hand over is enabling the asset link, just sharing the link. How this exactly work and why should we use this?
Mm-hmm.
If we include this 14 KB or 200 KB, 300 KB animations, if you are using hundreds of animations, eventually it becomes few MB, right? And again, somehow it increases the loads. Compared to GIF and other, it's way smaller. There is no comparison, but still. But if we upload this asset to our cloud server and load from there, this will be a real
Mm-hmm.
time load, and this will not take any space in your app. So this is how either you will download this file and host on your server, company's server, and load from there. Otherwise you can just enable the handoff link, copy this link and share with your developer. That developer will paste this link in that box, LottieFiles player box, where they want to render, and
Mm-hmm.
will simply load this animation. You don't need to do anything. That 15 KB
Great.
will be live, will load lively, and there will be no impact on the app or size on anything. At the same time, if you do any changes, see the beauty. If you do any changes here in color and all that, and update this animation, and if you update the link, then it will directly update it on your app. You don't need to replace the
Mm, all
animation.
right. Mm-hmm.
This is the next level of beauty again, and flexibility. So you are not reliable on developer to implement again or replace the file.
Mm,
You just change, make the changes animation here and update it, and just it will
right.
instantly show. Okay, so this is how things are way ahead, guys. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you will
Right.
see the integration guide on all this. And I just wanted to share with you the compatibility with the web. You will see React, Vue, Slash, JavaScript, mobile, Android, iOS, no code tools like Notion, Canva, Framer, and all that. Tons of tools they have the capability with. Okay, so this is how, guys, you can just simply download. I mean, just implement this one. Going back, if I'll show you, there is if I'll open the Lottie files anime, these are my previous animations, and I can show you some of my animations.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I mean, this type of animations I have created using the Lottie files, so you will get the understand the magnitude of what you can exactly create. This animation I created with the same plugin. Also, I recently created this animation.
Mm.
Also, all the animation whatever you are created seen, like I created by me on the slide also, right? uh some splash screen animations I would like to share with you. This is a very simple and cool splash screen animation I created with the help of text transform. So it's all about your creativity. This is Dashera animation I created on the Dashera.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Great.
Okay, so this is
Yeah.
how you can use your creativity and create different concepts. Okay, and yeah, so again, I'll just wanted to show you one more thing, which is Lottie animation, Lottie's official website, where you can go and see tons of thousands of animations. Free, there are some of course paid animations, but these are free animations. This is free animations, this is free animations.
Mm.
Thousands of free animations and updating daily basis. You can just simply download it. It's royalty free and completely uh, free to use. You can just simply use it, and that is again the one reason uh, you can implement or tell your developer to implement Lottie, because 50% of animations you will easily get it on the community itself. You don't need to
Hmm.
recreate or okay. That is again the advantage of Lottie. Now, I just
Great.
wanted to share with you some cool features, add on, I would say, a bonus features. One in this plugin, you will see when we have Discover, then we have Workspace. You guys explore it and you will understand what to do. Then we have, guys, one more type, which is a tool, which is AI prompt to vector. Okay. Uh,
Hmm.
Here, what you can do is you can just click and you can ask I mean you can just type your prompt whatever you want to create, or you can just ask a give I'm just asking for a suggestion. Camping scene with mountain in the background, I'm asking for this, and you can just select what style you want exactly. So I'm sticking with the style flat icon, and I'll just ask to generate. This will take some time, of course. And I think someone has asked me at the starting and asked this question: can we generate with the prompt and animate also? Animate is
Hmm.
feature not
Yeah.
peculiar. We can generate the things to the prompt. Also, we can convert pixel to vector as well, raster to vector as well. Okay, so yeah, the scene has been created. You will see it's not that great distorted. We can do some small tweaks and make it perfect. But yeah, although you can just simply create SVG, editable SVGs, with the help of this prompt to AI. This is the feature one, which is AI based right now. Day by day is becoming perfect. Soon it will be more. Now,
Hmm.
what we'll do is we will convert this. Right now, this is a vector. So I'll just copy pasted the PNG, and now it's become the PNG, right? This is a pixelated one.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we will convert this PNG to the vector with the help of again this tool, raster to vector. I'll just select this one. I selected this one. Whatever I selected, you can just check this out, guys. This is a pixelated one properly. Here you will see this is a vector. No, this is a PNG, of course. GIF. This is a vector, right? But I copy pasted and made it a PNG image. Now what we'll do is we will convert this to again SVG. Convert
Hmm.
from raster to vector. I mean, I have seen a lot of tools, those who are doing great job, but again, the benefit
Yeah.
of plugin is they are giving us multiple options to, I mean, to play with the vectors and animation. So you don't need to buy different
Hmm.
plans, different things. Again, this is PNG. This is the vector, which is designed by the AI of LottieFiles
Good.
from the PNG. So this is one more feature you have. So these are the two bonus features. Okay,
Hmm.
you can use it and create your AI prompts vector and all this.
Great.
So this is all about Lottie Files and Lottie Files plugin. This is keep evolving, adding the more and more options. And right now, the easiest way to create a production ready assets is this only. So so
And
so this is what it is, and this is what we have learned today. So we learned from single frame animation to the multi-frame animation, covering text animation, gradients, and lot of other tips, techniques. Okay, so
yeah.
yeah, that's how our hands-on workshop ends here. I think
Yeah.
we are
Great.
for timing.
Yeah, Jitu. Yeah. Can
Yeah,
you just stop this sharing so that we are able to see you clearly and then everyone will be able to interact?
sure. I think stopped.
Yeah.
Great.
Perfect.
So that's how
So
we are
yeah,
here.
Jitu, first of all, thank you. Thank you for conducting this workshop. I think we all got valuable lessons. And as you mentioned, it is all about practicing what we're doing right now.
Yes,
And guys,
exactly.
as you mentioned, in order to fully use the capability, we need to have the paid one. So I hope we all get the paid one and then do it. But then for practicing, it's definitely fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jitu, we had a couple of questions. I think Akhil also wanted to ask a question, and you must have answered a couple of them on the way. But guys, if you have any questions, before departing. We're open for it. Akhil, if you still have the question, I'm unmuting you and you can simply ask him.
Sure.
Yeah. Akhil, are you here with us? All right. No worries,
Akhil has
we'll.
raised- what-
Yeah, he raised his hand in the middle when you're explaining. So I thought he might be having a question. Guys, anyone have any questions, or they can also say how the workshop went for you? What were your key learnings within this workshop? And I'm sure that uh, once Jitu, gets some time free, he'll definitely have a look of all the work you'll be sharing him on LinkedIn, on Instagram. So definitely be able to have a look there. And
Yeah, so a few words from my side, guys.
yeah,
Please create the things, share with me, do tag Sanskriti as well as me as well. And this is very important nowadays
hmm,
to market yourself, create your personal focus on that. Otherwise,
yeah,
you will be stuck. People will not know who you are, what you can create. So it's very important to share. This is the power of designers. We can share, we can showcase our work as much as on a bigger scale. Okay, so don't lose that opportunity. Share and make your portfolio great and get the job. That's all.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jitu. Thank you once again. And thank you to all of who have attended. We are very grateful. And you have all the links for the communities which are on which we are going to post about the upcoming workshops as well. And we'll have the PPT from Jitu soon. So I'll be floating that out in the community as well. And yeah, if anything is there, I think Jitu is available online. So you'll be able
Mm.
to tag him, ask him any questions here like. And yeah, I'll just showcase the Designathon page once again so that you guys know that, okay, that is something which you're coming up with. So yeah, stay tuned for this. Stay tuned for the passport as well. You can check it out in the links which will be floating. And yeah, I think feel free to just roam around. If you have any suggestions for us, we're open for it as well. So yeah, I think it went well. Perfect. All right. So did someone ask a question? Yeah, okay. The link is there. Perfect. Cool. Thank you, GP, once again. And yeah,
Thank you, guys.
we'll see each other soon. Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you, entire team, all the attendees. Thank you so much. See you soon, guys. Bye bye.
Yeah, guys, if everyone is cool with it, can we click a quick picture if that's possible? I'll just stop the spotlight. Yeah, guys, if anyone is not shy, we'll just open the cameras. We'll take a quick picture.
Opening the, I mean, that's the, I mean,
That's like at the
no,
end. That is why I keep it at the
no
end.
one open the camera. I've seen a lot of workshops. Na, I know. This is very hard for people to make open the camera.
Yeah, I'll just get a quick picture. You guys can just pose. I'm not sure. This is the typical guy pose, so I just do this. That's all. Perfect. All right.
You can share that picture with me as well. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Definitely, definitely.
Yes, thank you so
All right
much.
then.
See you soon. Hope will might be next workshop. We'll do portfolio building on Framer.
Yes.
It's a huge thing, and because in March
Done.
people started switching, so so before that I wanted to keep all the guys ready with the thorough portfolio with their own branding. Okay, so I'm working on that
Done, done,
soon.
done.
Thank you so much.
Done. And
Bye
hoping the
bye.
next workshop is offline. So we'll aim for that.
That's great. Bye bye.
Done. All right. See you. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.